ॐ तपस्वाध्याय शुश्रूषा कृष्णपूजारतं मुनिं विश्वेशमिष्टदं वन्दे परिव्राट् चक्रवर्तिनं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम to all. Welcome back to Bhagavad Gita session. Today we are going to look at Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse 21. From the previous verse, Arjuna's outer readiness was visible. The bow was lifted, the battlefield was set, but readiness outside does not mean readiness inside. Now, the Bhagavad Gita turns inward. This verse marks the first moment Arjuna speaks. And before his words are heard, Bhagavad Gita carefully establishes who is listening, who is guiding, and why this moment is crucial. Let us look at the shloka. Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse 21. Hrishikesham tada vakyam idamaha mahipate. Arjuna uvacha सेनयोर्भयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमेच्युत. ऋषिकेशं to ऋषिकेश. Tada then. Vakyam sentence or words. Idam these. Aha spoke. Mahipate O king. Arjuna uvacha Arjuna said. Senayoho of the two armies. Ubhayoho of both sides. Madhye in between. Ratham chariot. Sthapaya place. May my. Achyuta O Achyuta. Simple meaning of this verse. O king. Then Arjuna spoke these words to Hrishikesha. O Achyuta, place my chariot between the two armies. When we go deeper explanation of this verse, we will see some extraordinary choice of words. Hrishikesham. Before Arjuna's confusion is even expressed, Bhagavad Gita names Hrishikesha, the controller of the sense organs. Krishna is not only Arjuna's charioteer, he is also the driver of Arjuna's senses. He resides in all senses and silently directs the drama of life. Seeing Arjuna's rising confusion, Krishna does not suppress it. Instead, he allows it to surface. This is Krishna's Leela. Through Arjuna, Krishna brings out the confusion that exists in every human heart when duty collides with compassion. That is why the Gita does not begin with Krishna's teaching, but with Arjuna struggling. Rishikesh Krishna, being Rishikesha, he is controlling all the senses and reveals Arjuna's struggles. Tada vakyam idamaha mahipate. Then these words he said, O king. Here Sanjaya addresses Dhritarashtra as Mahipate, O king. Sanjaya knew exactly what Arjuna spoke at that moment. Through this single word Mahipate, Sanjaya is silently holding up a mirror to Dhritarashtra. It is as if he is saying, yes, Arjuna is confused now. But he is confused before the war begins. He is questioning himself when there is still time to stop. You had this opportunity. You could have reflected. You could have restrained your sons. But you failed. After the war is decided, dilemma is no longer acceptable. Before the war, reflection is wisdom. You had the opportunity, but you wasted it. That is why he uses that Mahipate word here. Senayor madhye, between the two armies. Ratham sthapayamechyuta. Arjuna says, Ratham sthapayamechyuta, place my chariot. The small word may is very important here. For a brief moment, Arjuna forgets who is standing beside him. He knows Krishna is divine, yet instinctively assumes him as a charioteer. Just like as a normal driver, he issues an instruction. Ratham sthapayamechyuta. Instead of saying our chariot, he says my chariot. This is not arrogance. This is unconscious human ego. It happens to everyone. Normal, sincere people, even noble warriors, momentarily forget reverence. This exact realization returns later during Vishwarupa Darshana. When Arjuna, after seeing Krishna's Vishwarupa, admits himself, I made a mistake by calling you, oh, hey Krishna, hey Madhava, hey Sakheti, hey Krishna, hey Madhava, hey my friend. That correction begins here unknowingly. Krishna does not stop this ego. He allows it so that emotion can rise fully. That is why he is called Rishikesha. Before he starts his teaching, he exposes Arjuna's inner conflicts completely. Here, this me is not limited to Arjuna only. It reflects human behavior perfectly. In daily life, we often say, my family, my success, my position, my followers, my knowledge, my problems. Even when we are supported by parents, teachers, mentors, society, or divine grace, we unconsciously assume ownership and control. We completely forget who enabled us, who sustained us, who carried us silently. We completely forget that. This may appear subtly when we command instead of respect, when we take support for granted, when familiarity replaces reverences. It is not arrogance, it is unnoticed ego. Bhagavad Gita does not condemn this may, it reveals it. Because only when ego is exposed gently, wisdom enters without resistance. So, Arjuna unconsciously showing his ego here. Achyuta. Again, Achyuta word, it's amazing to see usage of these words. Unconsciously, he is behaving like egoistic. At the same time, he is using the word Achyuta. Achyuta word is extraordinary. It has extraordinary meaning. Achyuta means one who does not have nasha, loss. One who cannot be killed. One whose happiness cannot be taken away. One whose power and existence are eternally intact. Nothing can shake Achyuta. No time, not war, not chaos, not confusion. Arjuna is about to lose his composure emotionally. But when a person has Achyuta with him, final defeat is impossible. Probably for the momentarily Arjuna lost his composure. Still, when Achyuta is with him and he is going to regain all his composure back. Even if balance is lost momentarily, the outcome can never be lost. So, the words, the Vyasaji written here in Bhagavad Gita and usage of those words and each and every word teaching us a biggest lessons. The entire setup is beautifully captured in the famous verse. Sarvopanishado gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsaha Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamritam Mahatu. The meaning of this verse, Sarvopanishado Gavaha. All the Upanishads are like cows. Dogdha Gopalanandanaha. Krishna, the son of the cowherd, is the one who milks them. Partho Vatsaha. Arjuna is the calf. Sudhihi Bhokta. He drinks the milk. The wise are the drinkers. We are all through Arjuna. Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. And the milk obtained from Upanishad is the greatest nectar of Bhagavad Gita. So, from the Upanishads, all the Upanishad essence are here in this Bhagavad Gita. So, that is why Bhagavad Gita became famous, because it contains all of the essential knowledge in it. All the Upanishad Sara will be here. Even if you are explaining each and every verse, you can relate it to all those Upanishads and explain it to the public, explain it to the people, explain it to the disciples. That is why Bhagavad Gita, even if it is very small scripture, it is only 700 verses, but once you read all these 700 verses, we will have more than enough spiritual knowledge to grow in spiritual life. Krishna uses Arjuna's confusion, but Krishna using Arjuna's confusion not as a flaw, but as a medium to deliver timeless wisdom to the entire world. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 21 marks the first visible crack in Arjuna's armor. Before the eternal teaching begins, the Gita allows the human mind to break open. Arjuna is still within his ego, still reacting in the same familiar way with Krishna, unaware of the deeper process taking place. What Arjuna says next, we will see in the coming verse. God bless you all. Hari Om. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkhavag bhavet. Om Shantihi. Om Shantihi. Om Shantihi. Om Sham. God bless you all. See you all again in next verse.